INEC should stop this cheap blackmail because they're beginning to look suspect. The damage is much already. We don't.
No matter the side you belong to in this last election, this presidential election, no matter the party you belong to, you will recognize that this election was an embarrassing election. Very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. INEC did not fall below standard. INEC fell below ground level. This is shambolic. See, it will take you to be blind, deaf, dumb, insensitive to even say that this election was even 20% near any form of good, let alone even perfection. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. INEC played, God, the future of this country, the INEC handle. It's painful, sha. What Tinubu did this election is the similitude of coup d'etat. Is a coup. You truncated a democratic electoral process just to rig yourself to power. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you are a disappointment. It's embarrassing. You are not my president-elect. You can never be my president. God forbid. You see, INEC is requesting you are leaving the stakeholders, the political parties, to go and meet a court secretly. They should give you authority to reconfigure BVAs. The same BVAs that will be standing, that people are going to court to get permission to inspect. You want to reconfigure it. You want, because you know that you will use the blackmail of the Guba and House of Assembly election. You see, and some of you are somewhat supporting this nonsense. Whether you're an APC, whether you're PDP, whether you're Labour Party, even if you are not parties, even if you are apolitical, just say Jesus. Jesus. How did you get here? How did you allow INEC this cup of see, I've said it before. When this mandate is retrieved, the money that was spent for this election on INEC, everybody in the leadership of INEC will vomit that money, because this one was a robbing of our national wealth. This one a national cake with the because it was waste. If you knew you were not ready, like that country for Africa, we say they don't have money for election. If you knew you were not ready for election, there was no reason, even for any reason, conducting election. If you don't give Tinubu, say make it go. Is this not the interim government they spoke about? Is this not the coup that the DSS invited Femi Fani-Kayode? This is the coup, and now the party can't do the coup, not the article. You can just listen. Watch this video and listen to what. God, he pay me, He pay me. You don't have structure, you don't have structure. I thought there was going to be a magic that's going to come out from the election, and then Peter B will be beating hands down. They will not say, lack of structure. Not this one. Not erasing, T-person, borrowing, theory. God. Oh, God. You want to go destroy evidence, INEC? You want to go destroy evidence? God will judge all of you. All of you in INEC, all of you in APC supporting this coup that has happened in this country, that has truncated our peaceful progress. God will judge all of you. Share this video. Let us expose INEC and their cohort. All the plans are the one. Let's expose them. Let us embarrass them. Let's discipline them, because this is nonsense. God will judge all of you. I never know what to talk. God, not be country with this. Not be country with this.
INEC should please, for the love of mercy, stop the cheap blackmail. If they're trying to blackmail us now with the elections, why is that when people call their attention to the fact that there were flaws in the process, why didn't they stop then to have a rethink? INEC should stop this cheap blackmail because they're beginning to look suspect. The damage is much already. We don't know what people are even saying about us on the international community. I think it was the 79 elections that made Fela release a song called Babala Nonsense. Crazy democracy, demonstration of Chris. But the sad reality is that over 40 years after, we are still saying, as Fela said, we have turned our democracy into a demonstration of Chris. This same BVAs INEC wants to tamper with. There's empirical evidence that says any attempt to reconfigure BVAs would disrupt all the information on it. And let's not forget that the pictures of reconfigure that they will not be able to do what they ought to do. Furthermore, I think we should even investigate this INEC BVAs contract, because it's very suspect too. What was the due diligence behind those that were given the contract? How much did every BVAS machine cost? How much did it take to align the software in it? How much does it take to run the back end? I think INEC should be open to public scrutiny. And I think the EFCC should also investigate INEC on this BVAS machine and everything. But please, in all of this, they should remember, Nigerians are watching. And Nigerians are quiet because they want to believe in the process and trust in the courts. And when they are quiet, they also have a right to protest like the PDP protested. And that's why I'm very shocked that rather for the APC to keep quiet and their spokesperson to keep quiet, they keep fanning the embers of war and inflaming the situation. Or the APC members that forget in a hurry, that are taunting the PDP for protesting and wearing black, saying they are wearing funeral clothes. I am sure they remembered that President Muhammadu Buhari at a point protested. And when he protested, tear gas was used. And that led to the judgment that Femi Falana got, that you don't even need to get permission before you protest. Dr. Abati, you are the legal person. Am I lying on that? We all remember it was that protest, as a result of the inhalation of the tear gas, that led to the demise of Juba Kadigbo. Let's not forget, people protested in the past. So if they can protest too in the past, the question is, why is it wrong for the PDP to protest? Why are they making the work even harder for President-elect Bola Tinubu? Because you see, and this is for President-elect Bola Tinubu, I hope these your spokespeople don't lead you astray. Because what they are doing is, they are doing the greatest disservice to you as a person. This is looking too triumphalist. This is looking too vindictive and puerile, to say the very least. This is looking too petulant. That anytime people have a constitutional right to challenge something, you either tell them to go to court and say they don't have any right to talk. I keep asking, if we want to build a country, it is righteousness that will exalt this country. Because the process that a lot of people have complained against favors you now doesn't make it right. And that's why when I asked the APC person here, that was here yesterday, that you claim that they were rigging too in favor of Labour Party in the Southeast. So why don't you just call for a redo of the election if you feel disgruntled? He couldn't talk. That speaks volumes. We should stand for righteousness. Because it favors you, even if it's not a just system, you should speak against it. Because what goes around comes around. Life is like a boomerang. And we keep keeping this hurt. Yorubas have been saying, Umbo, awala dede. It's in favor of you now. You are happy. But when it comes around, hope you will not complain. People have a right to protest, peacefully, I should say. And nobody should mock anybody. All we want to do is to build a great country, devoid of partisanship. And Nigerian people, please, it's time for you to shine your eye. The political class are one. It is who will benefit the people and the processes that the people will stand up for. And if you are draining, you are waning in terms of inspiration, let Jennifer's doggedness inspire you. Despite the fact that she was hurt in the face, she continued with her process. She ensured she was going to vote. We must all embody the Jennifer spirit.